Welcome, family. Today is December 7th, 2024, and I decided I'm going to take it outside this week. We have snow that had just fallen, and I miss being by the tree. It is 25 degrees, so I'm going to tell you it's a little cold out here right now, but I still enjoy being outside, and I miss it. I also I hope you guys all had a fantastic week. I know for me, coming back from holiday, it's usually rough goings, but I managed and made it. The topic today is going to be the world is your oyster. Embrace your journey. The world is your oyster speaks to the boundless possibilities and opportunities life offers when approached with faith, intention, and an open heart. It encourages us to view life as a journey, and it surely is. Just as an oyster transforms a grain of sand into a pearl, we too can turn challenges into blessings through resilience, trust, and inner strength. We are all equipped with all of it. This phrase invites us to see the world as waiting to be discovered and nurtured with purpose and gratitude. The phase helps us embrace inner growth and deeper connection to the Lord. The world is your oyster, and within it lies a pearl of your true self. Look within and seek your calling or mission. You are limitless. That is absolutely my new motto. I am limitless. You are limitless. We are all limitless. And overcoming challenges are viewed as opportunities for growth. Life may bring difficulties because they do. Keep in mind, the oyster creates a pearl from irritations, just as we transform challenges into the treasures of blessings and promises in our life. Revealing and co-creation can be linked to spiritual practices and manifesting one's desire. The world is your oyster when you trust the Lord. Your thoughts and actions can shape your reality and open doors to infinite blessings. And boy, do they ever. Thoughts and actions are crucial. The enemy will seize every opportunity to jump in and wreak havoc in our lives. But we are equipped, we have the power by how we direct those thoughts. And don't give it any more ammunition than it already has and it deserves. And I call that, we give it zero ammunition, the big zero. Universal connection emphasizes how we are all interconnected and the abundance that we possess. Spiritually, the world is your oyster because it reflects the divine abundance within and around you. Trust the Lord. He provides everything you need. Living in service to others is encouraging and sharing our God-given gifts and talents with the world. We don't have enough of that, and we truly do possess all of that. The world is your oyster, and as you uncover its treasures, remember to give back, sharing love, wisdom, kindness with others. I'm going to share a story with you. When my son was born, the first year he was born, that Christmas, we went to visit my husband's family. And during the visit, we went to go see my stepsister-in-law, who happened to be bedbound and couldn't move. And they had her in an elderly care facility. So now at this point, my son was 4 months old. And I was holding him in my arms when we went to go visit. It was a huge building, and the hallway and corridor was long. And all the elderly were walking around in the hallway, or they were in their wheelchairs, lined up outside their doors. And as I walked down the hallway, they were so excited to see a baby. Can I touch the baby? Oh, let me see the baby. It was all they could do not to grab a hold of him and put them hold them in their own arms, hold him in their arms. I am sure my son was the topic of conversation for the remainder of the week. So now I'm gonna fast track to right now. All those years passed. And over the past 4 years while my son was living in the area, he would come and he would join me for church every so often. And he would make mention of it to me that when he saw an elderly man sitting in the pew by himself, it saddened him because he knew that that elderly man had lost a spouse or a loved one. And it's funny because it ended up being that we would be sitting next to an elderly man, or there would be an elderly man that would come in, or my son would be talking to an elderly man. So as if they were magnets for each other, but it was beautiful to see. And every so often, my son would just randomly stop at an elderly care facility and go visit. Unexpectedly. There was no reservation or not knowing that he was going to be going there. He would just kind of randomly stop and pop in and hang out with them. My son, doing that, gave his love and kindness to them. But in turn, my son was given their wisdom. What a profound analogy. So since he was a child, a little baby, to now. Isn't that just a beautiful story? Seeking the sacred in everyday life is seeing the Lord's hand in ordinary experiences, just the simple things. The world is your oyster when you open your eyes to its sacredness, seeing yourself as worthy and greater than. Those are things we don't do enough of. I know that had been a process for myself, and we don't even realize it, to be honest with you, but it's there. Refer to Deuteronomy 28:13. The Lord will make you the head and not the tail. Those interpretations show how the meaning inspires deeper spiritual understanding and action. Dealing with pain and raw experiences involves embracing the process as opportunities for growth, healing, and transformation. It's being comfortable in the uncomfortable. And just recently, I'm going to share another story with you. I had gone through that. So just before Thanksgiving holiday, one of my coworkers came over to me. Now, mind you, let me back up a bit. I went out for lunch. It was raining. It was windy. Everything was blowing. It was a mess out there. But anyway, I came back from lunch. I was completely windblown. Just honestly, a mess. So, get back to my desk, try to put myself together. And my coworker comes over to me and says, do you mind being in a photo shoot? We need a picture of some of the team members because we hit X amount of subscriptions to our company's LinkedIn page. And I'm thinking to myself, oh my dear God, oh my goodness, how, I'm like, okay, sure. So he left, and I only had maybe 10, 15 minutes, if I was lucky, to get to the conference room. I grabbed my purse, I ran to the bathroom, and I'm trying to fix my hair because at this point it's every which way but loose. Major damage control. And those sisters who are out there listening totally get what I am talking about. I wanted to be somewhat put together for this photo shoot. So anyway, I did what I could. End up in the conference room, and I get told, "We need you in the front." And I'm thinking to myself, Lord have mercy. I had to be in the front of this picture with my coworker who asked. So it was the two of us and then everybody behind us. So I'm thinking, oh, great. So that was completed and we went on our business, whatever. But as the week went on, I turned that experience into thankfulness. As much as I didn't want to be a part of it, I was grateful and thankful for the opportunity of being thought of and asked. So I made the uncomfortable comfortable. Such a simple story, but so pinpoints to the analogy of those words. In our everyday lives, we do this, right? So all those simple things, but I turned it around and I was grateful and thankful for it, for being thought of. Have faith in the unknown. Life is unknown. The oyster symbolizes the hidden treasures of the unseen. Trusting in the divine process means believing that even when the pearl isn't visible, it exists just as our opportunities are waiting to be uncovered. How true is that? By aligning with faith, intention, and gratitude, we unlock the pearls of wisdom and joy within ourselves and the world around us. We have so much to give. There is so much needed, especially at this time. I'm going to leave you with Hebrews 11:1. Now faith is confidence in what we hope for and assurance about what we do not see. That is just the truth. And I hope with this message it blesses your hearts. And I hope you have a fantastic week filled with the abundant blessings and promises bestowed upon you. And until next week, bye for now.